All right. I haven't been live in a minute, so here we are. I'm live. And today I'm playing a little WWE. And for today, I have this kind of side project I've been working on where I want to make my own like indie within universe mode here. So I figured since I'm going to be sitting down making a lot of wrestlers, it just makes sense to go live and hang out with whoever wants to hang out. I threw on like a video game playlist so I wouldn't run into issues with the copyright system and get like my stream muted. But this is a very somber playlist. Maybe I should find something a little bit more upbeat. Let's see if I can find something else. Stream safe, upbeat video game music. How about that? Happy and upbeat video game music. This one's got 2,000. Okay, let's view this playlist and let's shuffle this. See what we got in here. Hollow Knight to start. All right. Okay. So I've got this set up where you can just see my monitor. So I've got the game running in the background here. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I might turn it down just a touch. Okay. All right, so right here I've got a spreadsheet. On my spreadsheet is sort of what I'm looking for here with the wrestlers, because I kind of want to fit every like little indie motif. So every indie has, you know, like a comedy act. Every indie has the indie vet, the guy that's like in his like mid to late 30s that dresses like Arn Anderson. So I'm trying to hit a lot of those. For comedy act, I was thinking of Ocean Man, you know, the song. I thought that was a funny idea, and him coming out in like sea blue and green, and he's like a masked wrestler. That sounded fun to me. So that was kind of what I was thinking for that. Chase Richardson is my perennial face. I kind of want like 3 like baby faces to build around, you know? The 3 pillars, so to speak. There's usually, I feel like every indie has like comically evil guy, you know? I feel like I'm spelling this very wrong. Everyone has a comically evil act where it's like they're either like a demon clown or like a witch doctor or a wizard or something like that. Everyone has one of those comically evils. So yeah, my face technician, my high flyer, those are 2 of my perennials. I need like a 3rd like perennial. What's like a 3rd type that isn't really like, in my head I'm thinking like Bret Hart. Oh, we need the big man. Big man. Which by indie standards, big man is not very big. Like Randy Orton would be an indie big man. Let's think. I want to get to 20 too. That's also my goal here. So we're at 12. So we need 8 more like gimmicks, so to speak. And even though I only have 4 tag specialists, these are like guys that don't have much interest in singles stuff. They're just like, they're young bucks, you know, type of situations, FTR type of situations where they're very like, we're going to be tag team wrestlers. That's what we're going to do. So that's why I want everyone else, the other 16 wrestlers in my 20-man roster, to kind of be more like flexible in that they can form a tag team with someone, or, you know, they can do, you know, something else. Trying to think. I'm thinking back to when I was wrestling. Like, what were the other gimmicks? You probably need the jobber. At least a jobber. Which is someone that is, you know, undersized, sells well. You know, someone to go out there and take bumps. I'm almost thinking maybe backyard. You could do a backyard face and a backyard heel. Which these are wrestlers that are like not very clean. Like they wrestle a very like energetic style, but sometimes it comes across as very sloppy. Pretty boy. There's always someone running the pretty boy gimmick, right? The Shawn Michaels, Rick Martel type of like, look at me gimmick. Look at me. What else? There's usually someone running like old school face, the Hogan Macho Man type of thing, where they're very, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. So there's usually someone like that. Is this also Hollow Knight? Yes. This is like the entire Hollow Knight soundtrack. I mean, I guess it's fine. I'll leave it on for now. I'm not a big Hollow Knight fan. It's fine. It's a fine game. Anyways. What else is there? Oh, maybe like the power face and the power heel. So these are guys that are like buff Lex Luger you think of. Where are we at heel and face wise? I should like fill this in with a color. Face. This guy's heel to start. Oh, not that color. Face, heel. Comedy act is always face. These guys are faces. The backyard guy is usually a face. Comically evil is a face. Big man is usually a heel. Jobber is usually a face. Pretty boy is usually a heel. Trying to keep it even. Old school face. Stays as a face, but usually heel turns because Hulk Hogan did that. Power face. Power heel. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heels to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faces. So we definitely need another heel. Like, I'm gonna put another backyard, but heel this time. So there's like kind of more of a Jeff Hardy type of backyard, and then there's like, I don't know, ECW backyard, where it's like, I'm gonna be Sandman. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we need 2 more gimmicks that are not being addressed here. Who's not being addressed? I'm trying to think back. There's always Biker Dude. I feel like every indie has a biker guy, and they're usually a heel. Well, well, well. Yes. So the last person, we need one more face for the roster. Left on red for a whole week? Did I leave you on red? Hold on, I'm checking. Wait, actually, I shouldn't leak my Discord. I mean, what was I supposed to respond to that with? I'm finally feeling good enough for stream. So that's why I'm here. Okay, love you. I guess that's fair. I need one more face. One more good guy, like generic indie good guy. I don't really have like a luchador, I guess, besides the comedy act. You don't work tomorrow? Unfortunately, tomorrow does not work for me. I have a friend taking the day off tomorrow to spend time with me, so I might be live. I kind of doubt that I'm live. The day after, I can probably make the day after work. You better, boy. Let's think. I'm just trying to think anything that comes to mind. I don't know why. I'm really blanking on like another kind of generic face. Like we have the high flyer. What the fuck is this spreadsheet? This is so we're making a roster for the wrestling game. But I want to, because I'm making my own roster for my own indie here. So I'm trying to come up with kind of archetypes that you would see on an indie wrestling company if you were to like go to the wrestling show like here in town or something like that. What would you see on that show? It was completely empty during the holidays. Yeah. You know, I don't really have, I mean, the power face might be, I feel like I need a mid card because comedy act and jobber are kind of like in the same department. Jobber's just a little bit more generic and less fun. They just kind of exist. There's the military guy. There is like always like a military guy. Military, yeah. That's what the last one is. There's so many like, why do you have Arcade Font Writer as a bookmark? Oh, I used them for my thumbnails back in the day and I just never took it off. Okay, so there we go. There's our roster. Yeah. We don't have names for a lot of these. We have 2 names right now. We'll come up with more names as time goes on, but now we know what we're doing. We know what we're looking for. We're making a high flyer, the technician Bret Hart style, the comedy act. So wrestlers have archetypes, right? Kind of like you know, any character would, you know. So these are all names of like archetypes that I've come up with. And we're going to make a wrestler that fits each of these archetypes. So the easiest one I'll start with is we have the high flyer archetype, which is someone who likes to jump off the ropes and do a bunch of flips and like be crazy. And his name's going to be Chase Richardson. And Chase Richardson is going to be our like perennial baby face of our company. So now we're going to go into the game. And in the game here, we're going to go into Superstar Creations. And we're going to make Chase Richardson. Not Charizard. But Chase Richardson. I made one for my career, but I don't think he's not like available to me. I don't think. Yeah. New. Ocean Man. Yeah, Ocean Man is my comedy wrestler. Buff Bagwell does got it. For true. Okay, these are some of the like de facto ones. We'll start with like a plain template. Okay. So the other thing too is that these wrestlers need to start off looking a little cheap because we're like a small indie company at the start. So that's also like part of, like, I don't want anyone that looks too fancy, you know. They don't really need like crazy logos or anything like that. Yeah, give me a face template here that I can work with. that is a hilarious face. Like it's fake or something. True. I don't know what I picture Chase Richardson's face to look like. That's like the generic. Oh, wait, is there really just... Wow, there are really not as many as I thought there were. Not a lot of faces. Let's do... Hello? How do I stream the days you work? I'm sorry. This is my first stream in a while. Give me just a second, chat. Sorry about that. Something has popped up, so I'm actually gonna end stream here, and yeah, we made some progress, so we'll pick this back up later on with the wrestler stuff. I don't know if it'll be later today or if it'll be later on, but it's we'll call it family emergency. So I'll wrap up here. Sorry. I'm going to try to get back into the habit of being on more. I apologize. You have a good rest of your day. Have a good day at work.